From journalist to communications disruptor, Polka Dot Communications founder and director DIONNE Taylor is changing the media landscape with her new app, Story Match. So, is she a game changer? Let's find out. I'm Edwina Bartholomew. Welcome to Game Changers. DIONNE, 16 years as a journalist and the founder of Polka Dot Communications, so you're pretty experienced in this field.
Yep.
Now you're going to disrupt the whole thing by the sounds of it.
I might even do myself out of a job, who knows?
Story Match, what is it?
Yeah, so Story Match is a new app and desktop platform. On the one hand, it allows journalists to decide what content they want to see, and on the other hand, it allows brands the opportunity to connect with those journalists in a real-time private chat using swiping technology.
So what made you think the industry needs this?
Well, I have for many years heard many pain points from both sides, working as a journalist and interviewing many journalists, and also working as a publicist and working with many publicists about all the issues that we have in disseminating news, in writing press content, and then actually from journalists getting the content that they need in a very fast and efficient manner. So I wanted to change it. Our industry is not moving fast enough with technology, and I wanted to create an app that allowed us to connect in a more efficient and effective way.
I'm a journalist.
Yep.
You're my favourite person
Thank
right
you.
now because you end up with an inbox full of press releases that you don't even need to read, that don't apply to you.
Yeah, there's one journo, there's hundreds of PRs and there's thousands of brands all trying to get that attention of that journalist. So what Story Match does is it eliminates the need for any brand or publicist to write a press release, which can be a very costly exercise, and it allows journalists to just get to their story straight away. So no inbox, no emails, no agency fees, and you get to the story.
And it's sort of been referred to as the Tinder of PR. In fact, you had to do a fair bit of research on Tinder as a married woman to work out the logistics behind it, how it would work.
Yeah, so Tinder is a great example and a great analogy. We have adopted their swiping technology, so swipe left if you don't like the story, swipe right if you do, and that opens a real-time private chat between the person that posted the story and the journalist. But I had to get on it and I had to experience how people engage, and luckily my developer is very active on Tinder, so I was also able to look at his profile and see how that works.
And once you do swipe left,
Yep.
you can start that conversation and then set up your interview almost instantly.
Yeah, so, swiping left eliminates the story.
Sorry,
Yeah.
I'm not, obviously, that's a good thing. I'm not on Tinder
Correct.
enough.
So I obviously have too much knowledge in this. So
when you swipe right, you show your interest in the story.
Yeah.
You can set up that personal chat and set
Yep.
up your interview straight away.
Exactly. So it's an anonymous swipe. So as the person who is swiping, the journalist or the influencer, you have to know that you're doing it in a very safe environment, that the person who has posted the story doesn't know that you're interested. But if you are and you start engaging in a private chat, you can then do some research on that person based on the information they've set up on their profile, know who they work for, know what interests they have. It links to their Twitter, their Instagram, and all of their preferred social channels, and it just gives the brand the power to understand where their story might be placed. And I have seen firsthand the power of brands getting noticed in the media and what that can do for their business, and I just think it should be accessible to everybody.
So let's imagine I've switched to the other side.
Yeah.
I'm in PR and I've
moved to the dark
moved to the
side.
dark side and I want to post a press release. How do I do it?
Yeah, so it's really easy. You have an opportunity to add up to 4 images or videos, all in low-res form. This is just to whet the appetite of the journalist and to tease them with information, because it's all about the visual and bringing that story to life. You can then put in a heading, and then you've got 500 characters to bring your story to life and really explain what it's about. And what 500 characters is, if you look at a one-pager, is literally the first paragraph of what would have been a press release. Then you just tap the industry tag that's relevant to your story, and you've got 50 to choose from. You then tap the map of Australia to choose whether it's got national relevance or certain state or territory relevance, and then you can choose whether the story should stay live on the app for 24 hours, 7 days or 30 days, and this is to keep the content new and fresh for the journalist, and then post the story. It can take a few seconds.
You hit on a key word there, and that's influencer, because that's something that's really changed the game for PR, so they can access Story Match as well,
Yeah.
and also access content.
Yeah, exactly. So it's free for anyone in the media, so journalists or influencers, and when they set up their profile, there's no charge. It is also free with limited usage for all brands to use it, so they can get up to 2 story pictures per month and 9 tags per story, so they can start using it. And then we move into a subscription model. We've got a standard and a premium and an enterprise model.
What will this do to agency land?
Yeah, so I think the agency landscape is changing, but at the same time, the media landscape is changing. So we've got one journalist who has maybe multiple publications that they write for, and also hourly deadlines that they need to meet. So on the agency side, they're getting smaller, but they're also merging with like-minded organisations. Might be digital, might be advertising, and Story Match just allows any brand to get noticed without actually having to pay the agency to do it. However, agencies are our allies, and we would expect that people who work within agencies to adopt using this methodology.
Dionne, you've gone from journalist to PR executive to tech entrepreneur, it seems.
Yeah, I'm happy to wear that crown, and I think that that's what Story Match does, is it's looking at disrupting our own industry that has been quite antiquated for so many years. The whole methodology of write press release, send to client, multiple revisions, costing client lots of money. This is far more efficient, far more effective, and uses technology in order to get the news quickly to the journo.
Are you going to do yourself out of a job?
Maybe I'm moving into a new job and hopefully gathering everyone in our industry along with me.
Well, it sounds like a massive game changer.
Thank
I'm
you.
very grateful you've come up with it. Story Match, Dionne.
Thank you.
Pleasure to meet you.
Thanks, Adrina.